You want to kick us off?
We're kicking it off right now.
I like it. Awesome.
All right. So this is who? Who is this?
This is Ashton Jones.
All
right.
So Ashton gave us a call. Said he had a couple problems, and you know what? I'm just gonna. How about you fill it in? You take
it from there. Let me take it from there.
Get it.
So the journey started in December.
Okay.
Right? So what are we now? April.
Yeah.
So back in December, I moved into an apartment complex in the city, downtown Dallas.
There we go. Yeah.
And
the D.
Yeah, the big D in Deep Ellum to be exact.
I know, dude. You got a nice little spot there.
Yeah,
man.
it's nice. It's a nice area.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it. I like walking. I like the.
I like that you're like Deep Ellum's right there, and you're like literally 2 minutes.
The problem with that is though, you spend a lot of money because it's a Friday night and you're like,
sense.
man, I could cook, or I could walk across the street and just go grab food, and then nothing closes until like 2 a.m. So it's like, man,
it's open all night. You're
I've
right.
been gaming all night.
Bars
Yeah, and you're like, man, I probably should just go get me a burger. And then
I've been gaming all night.
yeah, I should eat. I should crush a burger.
Dude, that's awesome.
And next thing you know, the weekend's done, and you spent like $400 in food, and you're just like, what happened? I thought this was supposed to be a chill weekend.
Damn, dude, I would be like a blob. I'd be like one of those World of Warcraft.
Yeah, just
like South Park.
Just in the chair.
Oh, dude.
But then the other side of it, I've got the farmer's market on the other side. So then you're like,
Yeah.
you're getting fresh produce. So
that's the thing is we used to live down there, and we used to go to that farmer market.
Love it.
Farmer's market, and it's real nice because all the anyway, you know what the deal is.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
it's great.
Fresh food, and then they dude, the corn on the cob.
It's amazing.
Dude,
it's amazing stuff.
Swallow that whole.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
it's great.
wow.
It's great food.
Oh.
So moved down to Deep Ellum. Had a motorcycle for a while. It was always garage kept.
What you got?
So I've got a 2007 Honda CBR1000 Repsol edition.
Yeah,
a real Repsol edition. Not a
lots of fakes.
Yeah, there's some fakes out there.
Lots of Chinese plastics.
Look. Hey, hats off to all that are doing it, but it's a real Repsol edition.
It's the OG.
Yeah. It's a 2007. Nothing super flashy, but I love it.
No,
it's fun.
dude, those were the bikes, man.
It gets around. It's fun. My first bike was a Ninja 1000, like a 1990. And mind you, it wasn't in 1990 when I had this bike.
Yeah.
My buddy, I was in Georgia. And my buddy he had a CBR1000. He's like, you need to get a bike. I was like, oh man, I love bikes, but man, I don't know, what should I get? And we were just kind of looking around, back then, before Facebook Marketplace was Craigslist.
Yeah,
so,
dude, I remember Craigslist being the hey.
It was the end all. If you bought anything, you got it off of Craigslist.
Yeah,
it was the Amazon before Amazon.
Yeah.
So
and now you know what the problem with Craigslist is? We're getting way off topic, but it still looks the same.
The exact same.
Like, dude, why wouldn't you take so many people were on that?
Yeah. And
now there's Let It Go and all those other apps like
Facebook Marketplace is the place now.
Why didn't you do that before?
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly. Let's
not get off topic.
Yeah.
So 07.
Yeah. 07. It's great. So brought it down to Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
First time in an apartment. I know there's a lot of stigmas around, bikes in the city. So
the apartments as well. Like, dude, apartments are like the worst.
Apartments are the
literally the worst place because anybody's in and out. And anyway, keep going.
Much. Well, that was the biggest concern.
Yeah.
So much in and out. So much foot traffic. Predominantly when you go to apartments, it's like a bike rack somewhere. But this apartment was actually pretty unique. Yeah. They had a cage, a bike cage.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to make this work. Now, when I initially signed my lease there, I looked on the paperwork and they're like, you've got a bike cage. And I'm like, they don't say anything about a motorcycle, but I bet you if I can get it through the door, I'm going to put it in there.
Happen, yeah.
So the bike cage was, access only by residents. You have to have they use an app to, unlock the gates and the.
Yeah. So it's not just pull and free and open.
Correct. Yeah. So I was like, this is great. There's a camera in there.
So that's is that one of the reasons why you got the apartment?
That's complex? One of the big reasons why I got it, because I was like, man, I got my bike, and I want to keep my bike here. So, they were like, they got the cage there. There's a camera in the cage, and that's behind the gate to get into the parking garage.
So gates locked, then motorcycle cage or whatever, bike cage. Or,
exactly,
okay, cool,
exactly.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds good. And so you're like, okay, this is good. And then I'm like, but let's be smart, right? Let's not just put it in the cage.
Dude,
so,
best decision you ever made.
Yeah. So then, I've never had any issues with bikes before. Like I said, most of the times they've always been in my garage.
Yeah.
So this time I was like, all right, what am I going to need? So I got me a chain.
Yeah.
And I didn't go for the cheap. I didn't skimp on it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this is
but
my protection.
What is skimping on it though?
Yeah.
Like instead of getting the Amazon, which
Amazon
we'll
Basic.
show you later. Yeah, like it's like $12 or $13 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like how much did you spend on the chain?
I want to say the chain had to be about $30.
Okay.
I was like,
But that's the difference. $13 or $30.
Exactly.
And do you want to go through the hassle of somebody stealing it, or do you want to have them have a hard time
exactly.
getting it?
Because at the end of the day, right, we're doors are only to keep honest people out, is what they say.
There
right?
we go.
So I just want to slow them down. Kind of. If you're looking at it, you're like, I don't want to mess with this.
Yeah.
So got a chain. Got one of the throttle locks.
Yeah.
Got one of those. I got a disc lock. Got one of those.
Dude, I like you.
I got
I
a cover for it.
Yeah.
Repsol. I like it, but it's flashy. It's got.
It's the first. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
take that one.
So I got a cover for it.
Yeah.
I got the air tag. Had the air tag hidden in it.
Dude.
So I was like, okay.
4 things.
Yeah. I'm like, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Locked it, and then also,
you locked the steering.
Inherently the steering lock. So you've got that.
That should be muscle memory. I talk about that.
Yeah,
that
so many people don't do it.
They're idiots.
I'm like,
every single one. It's like having a helmet and strapping it to the back of your bike while you're riding.
The strap behind helmeters. I love those.
Yeah, those guys are. Anyway, but you're right. If you do not lock, I'll lock my. It's not even a thing.
It's not a thing.
I don't even think about it anymore. It's literally locked and off I go.
If I'm going into the gas station after I filled up,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything else.
That's it. I'm totally with you, man. That's awesome.
So I got it in there, put everything on it,
Yeah.
and it was great. I think I moved it in about October.
Okay.
And no issues.
Wait. So October, November, December. Oh man. Okay. So that's okay.
So then all right. So I'm
2 months.
Yeah. So I'm comfortable at this point.
Yeah.
Right now I'm comfortable to the point I don't ease up on anything.
Yeah.
I check it daily because my parking spot's right there. So I check it. I make sure things are good. Start it up every now and
So
then.
you had a cover.
Yeah.
So did you ever, like at any point, ever come out and there was trash underneath your cover?
Never.
Okay.
So that's
that's one of the things we talk about is they'll put trash underneath the cover, and then if they come back like 4 days later and there's still trash there, that means you're not checking.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
That's like they have all these stupid ass tricks that they think is just. And the funny thing is I'm saying this now and 95% of the people don't know that.
Go check your trash, guys.
Yeah, like if there's
today.
trash underneath your cover, your motorcycle cover,
do it now.
They are literally scoping your motorcycle. Like, how do you think trash gets under the wind? Lifts your cover and it blows underneath there.
Check your
what
stuff.
they're doing is they're trying to figure out if you're looking after your motorcycle or checking it. So if you're not checking it, that means, hey, cool, I can get it stolen, get it on the way, and he won't even notice.
At least days later.
Exactly. That's the way it is.
That gives them 48.
Yeah, and that's all they need. Like that gives them days to break it down or ride it around the city to find another motorcycle, anything like that.
Exactly.
So keep going. Keep going.
So I check it regularly.
Yeah.
Make sure.
How often's regularly? Like once a day?
No, not once a day.
Okay.
Pretty much anytime I'm going to the car.
You're a better person than me.
I know.
30 minutes. I'd be like, I gotta go down there and check it.
The only thing I wish I had is something that tells me if it moves. That would be right. That's something that would.
Yeah, that's a service thing as
right,
well.
Exactly.
So, but it has to have the telemetry, and as soon as it moves, it beeps and
that
stuff.
would be the only thing. But I would check it, go outside because it's also October, November, so it's getting colder, right? So if I go,
I understand.
I take the trash out. I'll look around. I come home.
And the other thing is like like, I'm pretty sure this is what you did, is when you take the trash out, you look, you're like, okay, cool, it's still there. You don't go lift the cover.
It's factual. That's true.
No,
That's true. Yeah. You know,
you're lazy.
It's cold. Look,
You're
man,
lazy.
it's cold.
World of Warcraft. You know? World of Warcraft.
The games are waiting for me, man. I got shorts on. I'm like, all right, I gotta get back inside.
Oh,
Trash.
it's there. I gotta go. Yeah.
So
that sucks, man.
Yeah. So fast forward till December. I go out of town for maybe a few weeks.
Yeah.
Go visit some family, and I get back, and shame on me. I get back and I'm like, oh, it's still there.
Oh, God.
So I don't think anything of it. Maybe a day, 2 days. And then I come back out because it was a nice day.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
going to start it.
I'm going to go start it up. Yeah. And then that's when I noticed.
Yeah.
I took the cover off and I was like, something's afoot.
What the hell is going on here with the side eyes?
Yeah,
what the hell?
Exactly. You got the little the fry meme.
Yeah. Damn.
And it doesn't register initially when I look at it.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, maybe somebody tried to. I didn't know the extent of what they did.
Like the first thing that you thought is you didn't think it was somebody tried to steal it, right?
Right.
You're like,
Someone
probably
was
tried to move it.
Trying to move it. They're looking.
It's amazing how you still think it's a good thing. You think the good.
You're trying to.
Meanwhile, some piece of shit was coming and trying to steal your motorcycle. Yeah.
Yes. So then I'm like, okay, because I look at it first. I take the cover off. I'm like, man, something's just off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And I try to go put the key in. I'm like, wait, hold on. This is my bike, right? Key's not.
Do I have the correct motorcycle?
Right. Now I'm questioning myself.
Yeah.
I only have one.
What's going?
I only have one key. I'm like, is this the right key?
No, that's awesome. It's amazing how it doesn't click until you see.
It doesn't. And so then I'm like, someone tried to take my bike.
Yeah.
I'm like, they actually tried to take my bike.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like Inspector Gadget. Now I'm heightened. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at everything.
Adrenaline
now.
starts pumping, and then you're like, okay, shit,
Yeah.
what happened? Now the problem is you don't actually know the day.
I don't actually know the day, but I have a time. All I have is a time frame.
Yeah.
Now the time frame is good because, like I said, there's a camera.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, in my head, right? I'm like, all right, let's. Now I'm like, okay, something has happened. I wasn't here exactly when it happened, but let's start taking the action.
Yeah.
So first thing I did, I go to the apartment complex. I say, hey, my bike, there was an attempt, stealing of my bike.
Yeah.
It's in, this side of the apartment. It's in this cage. I see there's a camera there. Can we get the footage? And they're like, did you create a police report yet? I was like, no, the first thing I did was come here.
Yeah.
I was like, because once again, this cage is only accessible by residents, right? You can't get in. So they're like, well, you have to get a police report to get in. That's fine. I was going to do a police report anyway. Call to do a police report.
Yeah.
The runaround.
What do you mean the runaround?
So I'm like, okay, I don't want to call 911.
Yeah.
It's not a 911. It's not actively happening. And so I'm trying to go online and I'm trying to look for what to do to just do a police report.
Yeah.
And it was like, ended up talking to like a rep like 3-4 times just to get, I filled out one police report. It got declined. They're like, well, that's vandalism.
How did they decline the...
Because it goes through a system, and they're like, that's vandalism is what happened because they didn't take the bike.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no,
so I'm like...
The way things work is so ridiculous.
I was like, yes, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But, okay, yes.
Yeah.
You could word that better.
I mean, somebody tried to steal my bike. If they try steal your house, I mean, I understand. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
So I
but that's what it sucks is because they didn't take it. It's vandalism.
Correct.
So they and then so what did you do?
So I finally got the police report.
Yeah.
Police officer came out.
Yeah.
And hats off. They came out. I know there's the bike's here.
Yeah.
There's not much he's
They don't care.
I mean,
yeah.
and I can tell this is the lowest priority on his day. Yeah. So thank you. At least I have the document. The reason I wanted the police report is one because I wanted to call insurance.
Yes.
But then I realized I only have liability.
Oh, yeah. So don't call them ever again.
Yeah, there goes that.
Yeah. That goes out the window.
Yep. So I was like, okay. So now I have a police report.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go back to the
you
apartment.
Want to see the cameras, yeah.
So I'm like, hey, filed a police report. Want to get the footage. And then the runaround. Well, we gotta. I'll send off the request, and they'll get the
send off the request.
Like this,
man, I love the way people do that. Literally, why don't you walk your Warcraft ass into the office there and just pull up the time and date?
This is not NASA. This is not NASA here.
I know. I have to send off the request. Where you, dude? Did you ask them where they sending it to? Oh God, like, you're worthless, dude. If I was in there, I would have been like, okay, where are you going to send that request to? Like where?
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
So I'm like, okay, send the request. I'm like, can I get it? And they're like, well, we can't give it directly to you. We'd have to give it to an officer, police officer that requests for it, because we don't want to. The way she put it, we don't want to compromise the integrity of residents. Well, obviously there was a resident that tried to take the bike.
Dude, that's crazy.
So. And like I said, and they said, well, the footage is only good for 30 days. And so I'm like, oh, so now we've got a time limit. And I know, like I said, it's low on the priority list for
anybody.
I'm not bothering the police for my motorcycle to get a footage.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got more better things to do in their day. I'm like,
dang, dude, that sucks. I would have loved to have seen that footage.
So I never got the footage.
Because what you'll see is literally the way it plays out in my mind, and you see it all over the places. You'll see two people. One is in the truck or the vehicle that takes them there, and then one is doing the work. So then what they do is they have the lookout, and then they have the person doing the work, and then they pull out together. That's what you would have seen. But since they didn't give you the damn footage, it would have been awesome to see. Because, we were going to talk about this anyway, but your ignition still had half of the screwdriver in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why your key was like.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things I would have loved to see the footage. I really would. Yeah. If for nothing else, then just for the comic value.
No, of course.
Because
dude, I would have snatched that out of your hands in 4 seconds.
I feel like they went into it thinking it was going to be great and easy.
Yeah.
I don't know how far they got with the ignition, because it looks like they gave up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they even noticed the chain lock that was to the frame of the structure that it was in.
Well, that's what's nice is, he bolted it to the apartment
cage,
complex, like the structure. So they're not getting out of that unless they bring something and cut through it. But I think when they were doing the ignition and they snapped the screwdriver, that's when they call it quits, because they're unable to get all the way to the bottom to make the turn.
Yep.
So, and it was, man, even for me to fix it and get it out of the damn lock position, I was like, oh, screw this. Like, God, get a new motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but no, that's.
And so then at that point, you're kind of defeated a little bit. I mean, like, look, someone just tried to steal my stuff. Like, what am I going to do now? And, you're racing.
Dude, the thing is what sucks is it's like nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing is, even if you didn't pay your bill at the apartment complex, they are on you
the minute after the bill's due, they're on you.
Yeah. But when you need something just to protect your stuff, they could care less.
Yep.
So it's disappointing.
So,
and I understand you're right about the cops. Like, cops have other stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm not. I hold no fault to them at all. I mean, that's not. Yeah. So, so after that, I was kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, look, it's got a cracked ignition. Lock's still on it. Yeah. It's in there. So I kind of let it sit for a couple of days and, just kind of went on for a little bit. And then one day I was like, I really need to figure out what I'm going to do about the bike. So I was like, let me go to Cycle Gear.
Yeah.
What I went there with the intention to do is I wanted to see, because I'm like, they're going to come back. Like at some point they're going to come back.
Well, the problem is even now.
Right.
Even now when it's, obviously you've seen it now. It's repaired. Everything's good to go. Even now, you'll park it back. And if they can figure out a way to get it, because now they know it's there.
Right.
If they can figure out a way, they're going to try to get it.
Yeah.
So you need to watch your back.
Yeah. Yep. And I've got stuff ready for that.
Good.
And so I want to go to Cycle Gear to see if there was anything, a device that would cover the ignition, so you can't, try to put a screwdriver in there. That device doesn't exist. yet. If anybody wants to,
if anybody wants to, I thought about it, but the problem is every single motorcycle is pretty much different, so it'd be tough to do. But it would be nice to have something that clamps. I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
Yeah,
but I'm
just to protect the ignition.
I'm just thinking, right? And like I said, it's a deterrent, right?
Yeah.
It's there, so that's one extra step that they have to think about.
Right.
So that didn't exist. But then Cindy over at Cycle Gear,
nice.
She was like, well, have you checked out? I was like, I need a shop to get this repaired. She's like, MotoBros.
That's how you heard about us.
Yeah.
Cindy, we're coming to see you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome.
She didn't give me she only gave one name. It was like a James Bond scene. She was like, MotoBros. And I was like, oh, wow, all right.
I guess I'm going there.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome.
So, and I called you as soon as I left the parking lot.
Yeah.
I just gave you a call. It was just like, look, this is the situation. I don't know the cost. It's in a cage and it's locked. I can't get it out. So I have to figure out how to get it out.
Yeah.
Can you help? Like at that point, I'm like, I just
done. No hassles. I'm on my way.
Yeah. So so that brought us into contact with one another.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I can tell you guys. So my perspective from the apartment complex, because what we do is, we'll show you guys a couple clips. But we went to the apartment complex, and the first thing that we noticed is you could just drive, like the gates open.
Open.
It's supposed to be like swipe your card, go in.
First gate's broke.
Yeah, the gate's open. Just drive right in there. Nobody's paying attention. Now, the worst part about what we saw was, remember when I tested the gate and it just opened up? Because the funny thing is he's getting ready to scan his card to show us the motorcycle. And I'm like, hold on, let me just check this. And sure enough, I just pull the gate. Yep. And in you walk, and it was actually, I mean, anyway, it was hysterical.
It was something. Like, well, there goes that.
Yeah. Now you know why it was stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I lost my key.
Yeah.
Let me go get it. Nope.
Let me just open the gate.
And what's funny is the reader's right there on the left, and it's, I don't know, it's and the apartment complex should be held liable, but they could care less, because that should lock. And that camera should be working, and then they should get the footage. It's
exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly.
But I mean, other than that, the only other terrible thing was loading it in the back of the truck. Jeez.
That was there's experiences in your life that you don't forget.
Yeah, I will never forget that, because with the front wheel locked in position,
we had to get it out the gate. To get it out of the cage was all we had to, we're scooting the back.
It's like rolling it in a circle to get it out. The Audi. We're doing the Audi symbol.
Yes. So that was step one.
Yeah. No, getting it up the ramp. I might as well have. My back was brand new after that. Brand new. So,
that was an ordeal.
Yeah,
man,
that was terrible, man.
Man, I was like, because we got to the back and I was like, I don't know how we're going to get this up there.
Yeah. And what sucks is it's flat and my truck's a little high.
Exactly.
God, that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Thank God I left that apartment. No, but that's the only thing that I noticed was it was terrible. Like, you could just drive in. And the thing is like, if I was there by myself and opened the gate and put your bike in, guaranteed nobody would say anything.
No one said anything, even when we were there.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't know the people that were driving by.
Yeah.
No one stopped. Nobody from the apartment complex came.
You see I guess the apartment complex manager just
drove
by us.
Like no one, like there's a.
Yeah. Right. I wonder if you just like, hey, that's my motorcycle.
Yeah.
And just load it on up and drive right on out of there.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's crazy.
It kind of makes it tough, right? It's that responsibility.
It's a joke, yeah. And then they don't want to give you the footage. That's what makes me the most mad. It's not even for me. But I sure wanted that damn footage so we could laugh about it together.
Yeah.
Because it's what's done is done. You can't control it.
Exactly.
But it sucks that it happened. Like, I'm like, Jesus, man, let's get these bastards.
Exactly.
So, but then, it wasn't, the only thing that sucked is that the screwdriver was stuck, and then it was stuck in lock. Like, I had to pull the forks, like take the front wheel off, pull the forks, slide it down, and then it still wouldn't come out. So then I had to, what did I do to get it out? What did I do? Oh, I had to drill straight through all the way through their screwdriver, all the way into the bottom, and then unlocked it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, it was stuck. It was, the lock. Oh.
Hey, so that the fork locks work. I mean,
it's good. The reason why they can get them, if you put enough pressure on there, because the frames are aluminum,
right?
It's just gonna snap it right out of there, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. No, I think.
But no, other than that, there wasn't much trouble. Obviously, it's good to go now, which
Yeah.
is the nice thing.
Excited.
So there's no more issues there. And did you start it up yet? Or
No, I haven't started it up
Nah,
yet.
you're
I haven't started it
worthless.
yet.
That's the first thing I would have done.
I know.
But I was like, hey, you get over here. Let's sit down and chat.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think that's a real good thing that they didn't get it. And the nice thing is what people don't understand is what you did is you did more than one deterrent. Like having a disc lock, cool. But what you're going to see, in one of the upcoming videos is we cut it off, no problem. Like you cut it at a certain point, you take a screwdriver, which is their tool of the trade, and you just bend it out of the hole that it locks into, and it's done.
Yep.
Like it's that easy.
Yeah.
So if I was you guys, it's basically what you did was the perfect thing. Have a chain it to something that is like structural, yeah, and then have a disc lock, have a damn brake lock, and then have a cover is what it is. They're going to check it anyway.
Yeah.
Just have a cover to keep your stuff clean.
Yeah.
So, there
we
that's
go.
the
It's
basic
pollen.
stuff. Yeah.
It's an apartment complex.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Then you don't have to worry about it when you pull off,
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's great,
yeah.
man.
No, I think having as many deterrents. I mean, in the grand scheme of it, they're cheap, right? It's not like you're throwing around $300, $400, per device. These are $20-$30 things. I mean, you're trying to slow it down.
Exactly. You're trying to get them to spend as much time there, so somebody hopefully will come by and be like, "Man, that's not yours. Let's get these dudes."
Exactly. Even though so going forward, I'm gonna do a storage. Just gonna do a storage. There's a lot of storages around where I live, so just get a storage. It makes sense.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
That way, you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to have all the locks and then take the time and stuff like that. So
the reality is, right? Either the same people come back or someone else takes their stab at it. That's
the thing. Well, that's the thing is like either they come back or somebody else spots it and they're like, "Hey, let's go get this."
Yeah. So the opportunity. You're removing the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot better than having to go through the ordeal again. Just put it in a storage.
Yeah, no, that's it. If you're in an apartment complex, forget about it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But that's dude, I'm happy you came down and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thanks for the business. What was her name?
Ashton. Oh, Cindy.
Cindy. Cindy, I really appreciate you recommending MotoBros. We are definitely stopping by there and we're going to give you something. So, but dude, and just if you guys just please, man, apartment complexes are the worst. Like, don't do it. We've had 5 people in the last week have their bike stolen and either recovered or attempted or like the one that's back there you saw was spray painted to like high heaven, like brand new spray painted.
Yeah.
So it just sucks, man. But I'm glad you came by. I'm glad you came to talk to us and share your story because I know there's plenty of people getting their stuff stolen.
Oh man, it's so crazy.
There was 2 last night on Facebook.
Gosh, it's terrible.
Dude,
it's
I'm
terrible.
telling you.
But thank you guys, man.
No problem, man. Glad.
So
now
much.
the good thing is now you can roll on out, get out.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
How long has it been since you've ridden?
Oh man, it's been so
like November.
Gosh, it's been I think November is about the last time I've been on it.
Oh, dude.
Look, it's perfect time, man. It's warm.
No,
weather,
now it's starting to get way
It's
better. Yeah,
it's good.
So, but cool.
Yeah,
dude, I appreciate you
it's
coming
a pleasure,
out,
man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
So we'll chat with you guys later. Thanks for watching, and please lock up your motorcycles specifically if you're in an apartment complex. So thanks to Ashton for coming to talk to us, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Is this where it was?
Yeah.
Look how dirty your windshield is.
Okay, so first off, look at this. Anybody can come in here. That gate is open. There's the right here. Can you see that?
That's it?
No, there's the motorcycle cage.
So what do you pay to like rent those? Oh yeah, I see somebody's bike in it.
Yeah, there's a couple. All right, let's just park right here.
Was that his bike, you think?
No, his is a Honda. Let's just park right here.
Make sure you lock it.
Yeah.
Hi. I hope you don't mind we're filming.
I told him.
Oh, okay.
All right, so he's gonna show us what's up. So this is how you get it.
Yes.
Scan and go.
Not even scan. You have to have it on your app. So it has to be when you're a resident here. You get an app, and it gives you access to the different places.
So is it like?
I wonder. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Well, was it close all the way? Close all the way. See if maybe it's open. Step one.
I think it's time to file a complaint.
Yeah.
That's
Holy
insane.
crap.
So it's not even functioning then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just so you guys know, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude,
dude.
that sucks.
I can say this.
Yeah.
When I put it in there, it was working.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, they could have damaged it when they were going after your bike, but still,
Yeah.
like for the apartment complex not to. Isn't that insane?
So then there's a. I'll put this here.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, make it easier for them to get it. Right?
Then
Make
there's
it-
a camera in here.
Okay. And they wouldn't give you the footage.
They wouldn't give me the footage. They said it had to be requested by a police. So I had a police report.
Yeah.
But of course, nothing came from the police report. I've called. Just a black hole.
That's ridiculous.
So terrible.